the first time ever, we're bottling a beer called Shin Shin. The name Shin Shin, it's a word I learned about years ago that was always in my idea board for names. What it really translates to is it's the sound that falling snow makes. As a child, as a kid, I always loved the snow. I'm originally from Ohio, as opposed to here in Missouri, and I remember as a kid, just every time we get a big snow day and staying out late and being dark, sledding, how it just has this weird, eerie, but soft, soothing feeling just in the evening when it's snowing. And so when I came across that word, it's powerful, but elegant. And I always thought that would be an awesome name for one of our beers, not knowing which or what. But I think a lot of people sometimes describe our barrel-aged Imperial Stouts as very powerful. I'm using my old wine terms, and elegant, like with purpose. We try to use any ingredient in it well, integrate well, not overpower anything, try to keep everything balanced. So it has a purpose. And I thought the name Shin Shin was perfect for this barrel-aged Imperial Stout. So what we have for this second release, first time ever bottled, is a blend of double and single barrel-aged Imperial Stout, all of which was aged in Willett 5-year bourbon barrels. We've been using Willett forever. If you've listened to me talk before, you know that I love Willett. Our recipes love the Willett barrels. Our recipes are made to fit in those barrels. And so we came across these 4 oak barrels for this beer that were just exceptional, kind of earmarked for like an OWK or earmarked for some project like this, all of which happened to be a 5-year Willett bourbon barrel. After aging, we blended, and then like the very first Shin Shin, we added maple syrup and coffee. Of course, we use coffee from our friend Scott Carey at Sump Coffee here in St. Louis. We've been working with Scott. I've been working with Scott for more than a decade. We have a good understanding of what each one of us needs when we try to do this, because not necessarily the best drinking coffee is the best coffee for a beer. We've tested that backwards and forwards and all over the place. So he did a special roast for this beer. The special roast is at Mexico Cristal. It's actually a blend of 3 different varietals: bourbon, Typica, and the other one is Mundo Nova. So don't quote me on my pronunciation. I apologize if any of those are incorrect. But Scott came up with this special roast level for us to do this beer specifically, and then we use Canadian maple syrup in it as well. So not really, that's 2 very famous adjuncts for barrel-aged Imperial Stouts, but one we don't tinker with too often combined. And I think a lot of you who maybe have had this beer before on draft understand why we thought it was finally time to bottle this up and share it with you. Like all of our coffee beers, especially in bottles, we recommend to enjoy them sooner rather than later. But at the same time, the last batch of this aged so beautifully and so gracefully that we know that it'll find a purpose for you as well. So hope you enjoy Shin Shin, our next barrel-aged Imperial Stout from Project Brewing. Cheers.